All right. Whew. Let me. All right. How's everybody doing today? I know I'm usually prompt, my friends. Today, apparently, I am running on realtor time. So thank you for your grace. We're going to go ahead and get started. Now, we all know this happens every single time, so I just want everybody to nod their heads. We saw TCPA, we're going to comply with TCPA. Just note, we had to send out a new Zoom link, so we're going to have people popping in as we go. So if we have a little hiccup there, just FYI, that is coming. But we are going to get started with a message from our executive leadership team at Keller Williams.
Hello, Keller Williams family, and welcome to December. The holidays are upon us, and it's a great time to reflect on our 2022 and to look forward to our 2023. Now, let me share with you that the market is shifting, it's changing, and a lot less units are coming our way. So, how do we counteract that? How do you go win and have the best year of your lives in 2023? Let me give you a couple of things to think about, and it goes back to my grandmother's sage advice, and she would say, Mark, eat your vegetables, it's good for you. So let's share some vegetables together, shall we? What should we do in the changing climate in 2023 to have the best year in our business? It starts with one thing. And this isn't going to be a new fandangled, exciting, super high techno thing. This is going to be the fundamental of building a great business. And that is, we have to build our database and we have to get it to a minimum of 201 people in command. So I'm going to give you a holiday challenge as you're spending time with family, as you're reviewing your goals and setting your goals for next year. Here's a quick stat I'm going to share with you. For those agents in Keller Williams that have at least 201 people in command in their database with 4 pieces of information, that's their phone number, their name, their email address, and their physical address, they earn on average $116,000 per year in GCI, gross commission income. So how do you make sure you have an amazing 2023? There is very little traffic in the extra mile, so go live there. Also, little hint, there's going to be 201 Club t-shirts for sale at Family Reunion, and if you are one of the people who have 201 people in your command, you will be eligible for a really cool prize. And so I don't want to bait you too much, but at the end of the day, if you want to succeed and thrive next year, go back to the fundamentals, get into command. It's the least expensive way to run your business, build your business, and generate leads. So get them all on smart plans, etc. All of that is coming at Family Reunion. We hope to see you there. But more important than any of that is I hope you have an amazing time with your families. Have an amazing holiday season, and let's end the year strong. Thank you, Keller Williams. Have a great week.
You are going to hear us talk a lot about this concept.
Hello, Keller Williams family, and welcome to...
You're going to hear us talk a lot about this concept of the 201 Club. We're going to talk about it today. Some of you were on the call and heard me talk about it yesterday. I see the nodding of the heads. Awesome. We're going to be talking a lot about that because what we know is that in a shifted market, there's 2 things that we need. One is we need more skills, right? We increase the level of our skill set, and we're going to talk about some of the training around that. The second thing we need is more leads and referrals, and we need to convert them at a higher level. And so 201 Club, we're going to talk about some of what that means. I'm going to start off with our mission, vision, values. I'm going to note my voice is back. I know last time I croaked through this, right? To build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, lives worth living, experiences worth giving, and legacies worth leaving. Our vision: to be the real estate company of choice for agents and their customers. Our value: God, family, then business. I'm on a wrong side here, sorry. Belief: win-win or no deal. Integrity: do the right thing. Customers always come first. Commitment in all things. Communication: seek first to understand. Creativity: ideas before results. Teamwork: together everyone achieves more. Truth starts with honesty. Equity: opportunities for all. And success results through people. And last but not least, our perspective: a technology, a company that provides the real estate platform our agents, buyers, and sellers prefer. Keller Williams thinks like a top producer, acts like a trainer consultant, and focuses all of its activities on service, productivity, and profitability. We have a lot of December birthdays. I saw somebody made a surprise face like that, right? We got a lot of birthdays in December. So happy birthday to all of our December babies: Amelia Flores, Ana Aguirre, Antoinette Moody, Laura Leon, Ricky Ventura, Jackie Aldana, Gabriel Torres, Sandy Vega, Lillian Duran, Oscar Haro, Octavio Ponce, Jeffrey Silva, Maria Ibrahim, Dominic Adams, Frank Arellano, Jose Carvajal, John Boteo, Luis Mendoza, Ebony Logan, and Annabelle Mendoza. Happy birthday, everyone. We also got quite a few work anniversaries. Happy anniversary to Miss Jennifer Avilan, Carolina Bautista, Brenda Estrada, Starlet Harris, Roxana Imundi, Simone Jones, Jocelyn Cepeda, Aime Limon, Milton Lopez, Karina Mora, Gustava Piamba, and Miss Shelly Soria Garcia. Happy anniversary. And welcome to our newcomers. Welcome to Mr. Henry Alegria, Annette Leach, Adeline Rodriguez, Miss Maria Silva, Christina Godoy, Carlos Martinez, Irvin Solis, and Ricardo Aguilar. And I love this little picture. I like all the little gifts. We also want to thank our contributors to KW Cares in the last month. For those that are not familiar with KW Cares, it is our nonprofit organization that allows us to give back to associates in times of need when something happens to a family member, a spouse, or a child. It's something that I absolutely appreciate. We get a chance to use KW Cares. We never necessarily want to use it, but when we're able to make that difference in somebody's life, it's very meaningful. So I want to thank Aida Alfaro, John Boteo, Brandy Jones, Jasmine Gutierrez, and Rosie Rodriguez. Now, before we get into our awards, they sent us this really cool slide. I wanted to share this. Now, obviously, we're doing our December awards. This is just an introduction as we look towards December almost being ended, right? And what this will look like next year. Because as Keller Williams continues to grow, they continue to have to add new award categories, because nobody thought when they created the Millionaire Agent Award that there would be GCIs above 5 million, right? And so they had to create some new awards in here. Diamond, which is 5 million to just under 10 million in volume, in GCI, so not volume, right? In gross commission income. And Empire, which is 10 million in gross commission income. We have been very blessed to see agents kind of go through different categories here. One of our, I think 2 of our expansion teams are part of the reason that they needed to qualify into creating new categories. So I just wanted to share this with you all so you know what this looks like as we get into our end of the year and award season coming up. With that, we want to congratulate our home runs for the month of November, Miss Jennifer Avilan and Oscar Haro. Congratulations. We also want to congratulate our royalty cappers, Mr. Dominic Adams. Congratulations. And our royalty capper, Miss Adriana Agredano. With their first closing back with Keller Williams, Miss Ailed Tulaga. Congratulations. And with their first listing with Keller Williams, Miss Alexandra Torres. Photo coming soon. We also want to congratulate our top team producer in listing taken units. This was a tie across the board with our individual agents. Our top team producers for November, Vista team. Our top individual producer in listings taken volume, Miss Eileen Zuniga. Our top team producers in listings taken volume, the Newshire Group. Our top individual producer listing sold volume, Miss Ailed Sulaga. Our top team producers in listing sold volume, the Vista team. Our top individual producer in closed units and volume, Miss Adriana Gredano. This next one was a tie, three-way tie top teams in closed, I'm sorry, this is closed units. Closed units, Kingdom Realty, JBRE team, and Vista team. Congratulations. And our top team producers in closed volume, the Vista team. Congratulations. As we get started, we know success is not achievable without our team around us. And our team is our amazing, phenomenal vendors and affiliates that are with us. I'm gonna note, I wanna do an extra special thank you. I know we did our November potluck where we like to do our gratitude back to our vendors for our vendor appreciation. But our vendors help us throughout the year, and especially at the end of the year, we have our holiday parties and everything that comes up, and they play a very big role in that. And so I really wanna appreciate them as well, since I can get to share appreciation at the holiday party this year. And I wanna invite our vendors up. Come on up.
Hi, most of you guys know who we are, Downey Capital, Rosie, we're here next door. We're your in-house lenders. First of all, I want to thank everyone for this year, for the opportunity you gave us to close your escrow. So yes, the opportunity to meet with your clients. So hopefully we get them ready for the 2023. And I also want to say that I'm very excited for the opportunities we're going to have in 2023. We honestly and truly hope we get to work as a team to have a more productive and successful 2023. And we get to have more money to do more fun things with you guys, like bowling or going out, renting a party bus. And if we get to close more loans, I promise you guys we will get to have more money and do more fun things for you guys.
So, as some of you know, I'm Nancy Diaz. I just want to say thank you for those of you that have been supporting Downey Capital. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I really hope to see more new faces helping us, supporting us. You know, we really want to help you close deals and make it a more productive. Even it could be challenging, but these are things that we can overcome, guys. So we're here to help you. We have a lot of experience, believe me. I mean, we have over 40 years in experience here that can really help you close those deals, and we have a lot of different together products. With that said, one of the things that we also want to do is if you close any deals with Downey Capital, for some of you that are renting offices or have a cubicle or something, we will be helping you, giving you a credit towards your desk or whatever you rent out. See us for more details. So we want to help you with that as well. So you don't have to worry about that. So we talked it over with Rich and with Fred, and we want to help you with that. So we'll be giving you credit to help you with that, you know, so you don't have to pay out of your pocket. Okay.
And guys, I'm Luis Mendoza, also part of the Downey Capital team. As you know, I transitioned from real estate to being a lender a couple of years ago. And this is more of an opportunity that I want to share with you guys. I was back in 2008 when the market was kind of tanking. One of the things that I did for extra income was provide BPOs and also reports for asset management companies. I don't know if you guys have been approached by any of these companies before that sell you the information. They try and sell you this package where they'll charge you $150, $200. I get that for free, like pretty much every year. This year, they actually reached out to us or to me, and they said, hey, we need someone, to do BPOs, and if you have agents that you can refer us to. So if you're interested in doing BPOs and possibly REO listings, come and talk to me, because there's a whole process that I want to share with you guys that you guys can get on board with. So come and talk to me for that, right?
Haven't rates been coming down for like 6 weeks?
Yes.
Yeah, rates are getting a little bit better. As you read things, you things are supposed to stabilize, I think, by the next second quarter. So there's still opportunity, guys. I tell your clients, if they want to buy, it's whenever they're ready, as Rosie has said in the past. You guys know there's less offers being, presented. They have a better opportunity. And if the rates get better in 6 months or in a year, then we're going to refinance them and save them some money. So it's still the best time as long as they're ready for that. Okay. We also have a mortgage hooks playbook class that we're going to be doing next week. Yes. So Downey Capital is going to go over and start giving you a little bit more training as well. We have more training planned to go over down payment assistance programs with you as well. We're also working with someone on the commercial lending part to give a training class, but we want them to give us the training first, get a little bit familiar. But our promise to you guys is next year we'll be offering a little bit more classes than we have done in the past. So you guys can send us the business. Okay. So thank you, and have a fantastic, happy holidays, and looking forward to a prosperous and very productive 2023 with all of you guys.
Yes.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
Please, when I say you are not gonna wanna miss the mortgage hacks class, we have a whole playbook for you guys on this that we're gonna be doing with Downey Capital next Tuesday at 3 p.m. here at the office. We're gonna be talking about buy downs. We're gonna be talking about seller financing. We're gonna be talking about different types of mortgages, adjustable rate mortgages, right? So there is a lot in here, including some things you can share with your current clients about how to save them more money over the life of their loan. So there's some really good stuff in, and you get the book. Trust me, you want this book. All right, with that, we have Mission Escrow.
right.
Come on up, Ted.
Hey, how's it going? I'm with Mission Escrow. We're right upstairs on the 4th floor. If you guys need anything, we're here. We can do net sheets, and if you have any problems with any of the transactions, we can try to give you guidance, how to structure it or whatnot. But we're here upstairs. I've been doing escrow since 2003. It's been almost 19 years now. So I have, I've seen it all pretty much. So I could do residential. We do refi. I have Deanna helping me with the refi desk. That
They're really good, yes.
that
We vouch for
they said,
them.
yeah, they said the business, and we do a lot of transactions as far as sales go. I do commercial. I also do bulk. I don't like doing it, but I'm gonna start getting back into it because times are getting they're getting a little different. So if you guys have any questions, you can always ask. My email, you can email us, ted@mymissionescrow.com. I have 2 people on my team. I think that's it.
He guided one of my sellers to the 1031 exchange. He
Yeah.
was having challenges with another escrow. He picked it up and helped them, guide them, mentor them, and they were super happy to be back to close that transaction.
And Ted and Diana are really a great team, guys. There's been times that Diana's here till 7 o'clock and Ted's there, and we'll go upstairs. They're readily available. They're really, really good at what they do. So I would highly recommend to start using them because Ted and his team, they'll back you up.
Yeah, and I can just say he's humble, but 19 years, he's closed over 3,000 escrows. So the guy knows what he's doing. Take advantage of that. You don't have a lot of that kind of experience for that longevity in our industry typically. So 4th floor, and we also do, like Downey Capital was talking about, you use Mission Escrow, and if you have a transaction coordinator involved in the transaction, we cover that fee for you. So use our services.
Awesome. I don't know, man. I think Ted might have started when he was like 10 years old.
No, I started real young. I actually got into it by accident. I was looking for a job, and bam, I ended up as a receptionist. I was doing the banking, and I was like, man, these guys are like making a lot of money. So I just stuck to it, and here I am. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
Any
so
questions?
much. Any questions, my friends?
All right.
Awesome. Awesome. You all know, my friends, we have a ton of other amazing vendors. Half of them are on their holiday trips right now. So definitely, and I know a bunch of them were at the holiday party. So Thank you to all of our preferred affiliates. With that, I want to invite Miss Brandy Jones. Come on up. Woo!
So happy holidays, first of all. This is a really great time of year. I think I've talked to you guys about this before, to show gratitude to your clients. I know a lot of folks are taking off right now, and this is a time when real estate agents tend to like take their foot off the gas, and that's fine. I have no problem with you guys having some relaxation time and spending some good quality time with your families. Don't forget about the clients that have supported you. Don't forget about the people, even your family, who has supported you and who has said, you know, great job, or who has patted you on the back for this career choice and who has just been in your corner. Show them some gratitude during this time, not because they can give you business, just because it's the right thing to do, right? And because they're supporting you and they're sewing into you. So make sure that you appreciate those people around you. It always comes back around. And use this time to start thinking about if you are taking your foot off the gas. If you are, I am not condoning that. However, if you are taking your foot off the gas just a little bit, what I would say is you still got to think about what's my first quarter next year going to look like. Because if you're taking your foot off the gas, that means that's going to manifest itself in the beginning of the new year, right? Or in this February and March. Okay. So be thinking about that. And if you don't like the way that looks to you, then don't take your foot off the gas, right? That just means that you just have to have a schedule for the next 2 weeks, maybe 2 hours, you're going to hit it hard and you're going to lead generate hard. And then you get the rest of the day. It's 2 hours, right? Just 2 hours. If you can just focus 2 hours and call a bunch of people, make a bunch of calls in that 2 hours, do a bunch of follow-up in that 2 hours, then you've got the rest of the day. God forbid you give it 3 hours. Okay. So I'm here for you guys. We're all here for you guys. You guys got a great leadership team here. We are doing group coaching tomorrow at 12 o'clock, right in here and on Zoom. And we are going to be doing scripts and role play. I was trying to get it right. Conversations and real play on Thursday at 9. So if you guys are available, please attend. We're going over the buyer presentation right now for the next few weeks. And it has been a phenomenal thank you to all of you guys who have been showing up. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Thank you. It has been really good. The actual amount of information that we're sharing with each other, it's not just like the buyer's presentation, because somebody will come in with an issue and we'll open up a whole can of worms and talk about it, get through it, and then we go into the buyer presentation. So it's kind of like having the situation room. It's kind of like having that at the beginning of the class, and then we get into actually what the topic is. So if you do have a situation and you need some advice, come in, group coaching. Love to have you guys. All right. Thank you.
I kind of listen in on some of Brandy's classes, and I see you guys in there practicing your listing presentations and now your buyer consultation. What I will say is this: be in that room, practice with the group, get feedback. Please stop practicing on your clients. Right? Because I'll know one of the things that I learned early on when I took Bold for the first time, they talked about how we should be role playing our presentation, right? And we should be role playing it. So they had shared this example, and the example in the Bold room was there had been somebody that was brand new at real estate. They were new into the business, had never done a transaction before. And what they did is they scheduled an appointment on their calendar every single day, and they did their presentation in the mirror. And then they did their lead gen calls, and they ended up getting a listing appointment. What was interesting is there was another agent that was in the room as well, that was a top producer, that also got the same listing appointment. Guess who got the listing? The new guy, right? It was the new agent. Because here's the thing, whether the brand new agent had done their presentation 100 times with 100 different clients, and that new agent had done his presentation 100 times in the mirror, he was ready for it. He ended up getting the chance to call the other agent. He used the objection handler, right? He called the other agent and said, hey, I'm sorry, but we went ahead and listed the property. You don't have to come. And he was able to take the listing. So those systems and that presentation matters. Make sure you're in that class on Wednesdays. All right. With that, the man who saves me from growing white hairs, Mr. Ed Bonilla.
I don't know about you guys, but that 2022 just blew fast, isn't it? I mean, so looking forward to 2023. As your broker, you probably know today, if you look on TR forums, they dropped the new RPA, very small changes, but one of the biggest changes is the broker listing agent is going to be able to negotiate the commission for the selling or the buying agent. So that's going to be a whole class. The BRE, as Brandy's going to be talking about, has been reestablished. So there's a lot of changes coming, small but big ones. So just keep on coming to my classes and call me and stay on with all the other classes. With that, I thank you for every one of you that do believe in me and calls me and gives me my gray hairs. I thank you all, and so we'll look forward to next year. Okay.
For Ed today, one of our agents who is one of our cappers hardly ever needs assistance with anything. He comes in and he goes, "Oh my God, thank you so much for connecting me with Ed. He's amazing. He helps me with this deal." He's like, "Right now with the market changing, I needed support on this thing." He's like, "I hate calling. I don't want to be a bother." Right. And I said, "Well, that's what we're here for." Right. And he said, "You have to tell me the next time he does a class, I have to start going to his classes." I said, "Well, he does 3 a week." So you'll start seeing some new faces in your class, my friends. Welcome up.
I do welcome your calls. I know classes are structured. We're going to change them. Hopefully, I'll be recording them. But don't think if you miss class, you have to wait for 2 or 3 months. Just call me and I'll send it to you and we'll talk about it real quick. My goal is to help you guys close.
Awesome. Thank you so much. And welcome up.
All right.
Mr. Rich.
Did you guys all have a good time at the Christmas party? Yes, good. And then the week after that, we had the vision board with the wine and Diana and all that. I look like that was an awesome time as well. So we've got the mortgage hack class next week. So the point is stay plugged in, right? Like Brandy was talking about, stay plugged in. This is the time when your competition goes to sleep. This is an opportunity for you to really capture clients, because you don't have a lot of competition right now in the next few weeks. Even the first week in January, people are real lethargic, getting back to work. Reach out to your clients, talk to them. We've got a lot of exciting things that are happening. The 201 Club you heard about, you're going to hear a lot of stuff about that, a lot more coming. 72 Sold that you're going to hear about in a minute is an unbelievable program. And we've got a lot of great classes also in January. So stay connected, stay plugged in. That's the way to really get your year started with the bank. So thanks for a great year. And thanks for being here and all you do and showing up, and together, we will win. We'll have another great year. So thank you, everybody.
Vacation for the first week of the year, because that's our expired and fiscal week. All right. I'm like, oh, no, none of that. All right. I want to talk about 72 Souls. How many people have heard of 72 Souls? I'm going to give a quick intro, and then we're gonna actually have somebody come and talk. 72 Souls was it's kind of the brainchild of a gentleman by the name of Greg Haig, who's from Phoenix, Arizona. And in Phoenix, Arizona, there was Haig Partners, which was a real estate brokerage out there. And they started a quote unquote kind of media company called 72 Souls. And in 2 years, they took 11% market share with 1% of the agents. Because the thing is there's a lot of programs out there that generate buyer leads. There's not many people that have cracked the code on generating seller leads, right? And what that looks like. And so what they did is they started running TV ads. And with those TV ads, they started generating all of these listing leads. And they created a system so that it didn't matter if somebody had been in the business for 20 years or if somebody was brand new, because the consumer is not going for the agent. They're going for the system, the home selling system. right? And so a couple months ago, well, this has been something that's been in the works for a while, but Keller Williams partnered with 72 Sold, and Hague Partners in Arizona partnered with Keller Williams, right? And what they did is they decided to take this program national. Now, they had already started doing that independently. There was already people that were knocking down their door trying to get into the program and get into what they had created. And so KW partnered with them so that we could license it. And 72 Sold has two components that we're going to talk about. Component number one is licensing the program itself, right? Licensing the program itself so that you can self-generate listings on the basis of the marketing materials and the system within the program, right? How you sell within the program. The secondary part is going to be in Q1 of next year, which is a couple weeks away, right? There's going to be a national ad campaign that is launched to the tune of $10 million a month that is going to advertising on ABC, NBC, and CBS to generate seller referrals through this program from the TV app, right? So what I actually want to do is we've had a couple agents that have enrolled in the program. I know a couple people that enrolled this week only, right? And yet we had one agent that was one of the first ones to kind of jump on board with it, was able to take a listing from it. And I thought it would be great if he could come share his experience. I want to invite up Mr. Ralph Robles.
So what?
You want a seat?
Yeah, well, we're up here. I want to show you the text.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Did you just get that? Yes.
Want
Let's
to see
see.
now?
Yes,
Okay, so
absolutely.
this is the postcard I've been sending out.
You okay if I pass this around?
Okay, wait, not yet. So,
We're
hold on,
good.
hold on, hold on.
For the people on camera to see it?
Okay, so, see that number?
Yep.
This text I just got like 23 minutes ago,
Oh, very nice.
which means just got a lead.
I love it. There's another lead. So that wasn't planned, guys. That lead
No.
just came in 23 minutes ago. I talked to Ralph right before we started the meeting,
Yeah,
and that lead had not come in yet. So that's really cool. So can you tell us first, before we kind of jump into the postcard and the listing that you have right now, what made you decide to do the program?
what made me decide to do it was when I first heard about this like months and months ago. You probably don't remember this, but you said about listings and blah, 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 some sold, and I said, I'm in. When's it gonna start? And I would bug you once in a while and say, when's this thing gonna start? Yes, hold on, you know. And so what attracted me to this was because it's listings. Because when you have a listing, you really control the market. Doesn't matter if it's a buyer's market, seller's market, you control the market. And then when you have a listing, minimum, you should get another listing from it and actually two other buyers at a minimum. So I thought, wow, what a great leverage, what a great program. And so the listing part of it, that just blew me away. I had to be into it.
Definitely. And I do remember that because I introduced 72 Sold before it was announced because I had heard about it on a call. And I was like, this thing is coming. I don't know when it's coming, but I hear it's coming. So just FYI, we'll talk about it when it does. And I know you're the first one to kind of jump right into it. You've had a chance to kind of be in some of the training modules now,
Yes.
and we've talked a lot about what that looks like. Can you share a little bit about what the training looks like once you've got into the 72 Sold portal?
Okay, so the training is really phenomenal. It's really broken down in really easy steps from as soon as that lead comes in, like the lead that I just got right now, to contacting that seller, to the listing presentation, before and after listing presentation, showing the property, scripts. As a matter of fact, I want to say something like Friday, you already gone. And so I was going to make 2 calls to agents, my very first call. And I had Martha, I go, Martha, do you want to sit in with me and hear my script? And one I got voicemail, and the other one, I was talking to him for the very first time about the listing that I had. And what did you think of that?
Everything that told the guy, I believe. I was like, just kidding. I didn't know he was like. But I mean, everything he was saying me, it's like. I was like, because he called the guy and the guy has to have an open house in the outfit, and he's supposed to show the property, but he couldn't do it at the time that he said that was like is the only time that they have to show the property. You know, because the summer is so high on time, so he has to show it at that time. And he said, and the other agent said, can I send my buyer? And wow, let me see if I can squeeze him, you know, because so many people want to see the property. And the other guy was like trying, you know, oh, they live on the block and I can, you know, they want to buy it and blah, blah, blah. So I mean, and then when he got the call, he said, oh my God, you really have to see what the house on that block? He said, no, it's just a strip. I was like, really?
Yeah, so
I
that's,
did it. I did it.
For those at home, what Martha just shared, in case they weren't able to hear that, is she essentially shared that as she listened to the call, part of what Ralph was saying was, let me see if I could squeeze in the buyers, right? It was certain language that he was using that created a sense of urgency for the agent. And Ralph gets off the call, and Martha says, hey, are you really that busy? He goes, it's a script, right? It's a script that's designed to kind of create that sense of urgency.
yeah, so to break, yes, it boiled all down, there's just like that for the agent and the showings and the offers and counter offers. There's even a script where I can actually find out how high that buyer will go. That's like, that's phenomenal.
So it's a certification training that you go
Yes.
through when you're involved in the program, and you follow their specific steps to become a certified 72 sold agent. So you're not winging it, you're following their system. Here's what you say when they want this.
Yeah.
Here's what you say when you do that. So that's what's unique about this program, right?
No.
Yes, absolutely.
What fascinated me about this, right, is we're in the middle of December. Can we agree that things have quieted down a little bit, right? For some, for some. I know I was talking to an agent earlier that had a couple listings, and he said, yeah, these listings have been sitting on the market, right? And days on market have gone up. And Ralph took this listing 2 weeks ago. How many showings have you had?
Well, there's issues with the property, by the way. I had like 20 showings.
20 showings in the last 2 weeks.
And
And we didn't get a chance to talk about the postcard. So I want to know, this was a self-generated listing, right, from the 72 sold program, meaning that Ralph is the one that used the 72 sold marketing to generate it. Can you talk to us about how you got that listing?
okay, so this particular lady, she's in probate. Probate's been going on for like maybe 2+ years, way too long. It's clogged up in the court system, and there's her and another relative are just butting heads. So I don't have much to go on, but just follow up with her. And I called her, her name's Colina, and I told her, hey, how's it going, blah, blah, blah. And there was really no progress with the probate. And I told her, oh, by the way, I just mailed you out a postcard. Let me know when you get it. It was that postcard right there.
Do you guys
And
have
then-
this around?
Yeah. And so she, actually, that one's been through the ringer, but it came back into the mail, and so it's kind of, you know, and
So you said, call me when you get the postcard.
okay, so she got the postcard, and she says, Ralph, can you come over? I want to list my property. I didn't expect that at all, not at all. And so it was pretty much a line there. You know what that means? I didn't have to do much. We just discussed price, and here we go. And looks like we're going to open a Tesco soon, like hopefully maybe tomorrow.
I'm gonna know, what are you, so I know that we talked about, the national ad campaign that's coming in next, at the beginning of next year. What are you most excited about? As you've kind of been through the 72 sold program now, you're working on this listing right now, what are you most excited about?
Well,
moving
I'm
forward?
excited about just getting more listings. Keep it really, really simple, because ever since I got into this business, I've always focused on listings. And this is something just totally new. I thought just going through the training, I thought, okay, I've probably heard some of this before. And really, it's totally different. Just totally different. totally new. It's so simple to me. So I'm excited to just really get more business.
Awesome. Anything else that you want to share?
One other thing is that actually that postcard that's floating around, if anybody's interested, I can show you how to do it, how I do that for free. So, yeah. And also too, if you want to enroll in this, if you go to 72national.com, it's going to ask you there's a line in there that says, how'd you hear of them? Put my name down. When you put my name down, I got your back. I'll make sure that I help you as much as I can along the way. Your learning curve is going to be like this compared to mine.
Any questions that you guys have about the program? I know a couple people messaged, they signed up this morning. We're on the national webinar this morning. No questions? Going once?
Well, I'll just say this, that when the consumers start hearing on television, billboards, and the agents start enrolling and sending stuff to their farms and their database, postcards and all these things, all these great marketing assets they have videos, all kinds of things. The community is going to say, I want a 72 sold agent to come talk to me about this program. And the only people that can offer that program are people that are certified and trained with their program. So think about the competitive edge that gives you, regardless if you're brand new in the business or 20 years in the business, or a brand new agent against a 20-year veteran that can't offer that program. So really take a look at this, because that's what the company is so excited about. What I'm really excited about is how that differentiates you, gives you that competitive edge, and you let the company do the heavy lifting with all this marketing.
Yeah. This is going to be we've been on talking back and forth ourselves, some of the agents that have decided to enroll. If you have questions, talk to Ralph, talk to me, and we'll share with you a little bit more about it. But I will know, I was certified in neurolinguistic programming very early on in my life. And what fascinates me with a lot of what's in here is there's a lot of NLP that is built into these scripts, right? They're designed to create this sense of urgency and exclusivity, not just on the side of the listing, right? But also in how we talk to other agents when they call to ask us about that listing, on how we get the highest potential offer for our clients, how we get things sold in a market like right now that gets a little bit quiet, and yet you're still having 20 showings in the span of 2 weeks, and having people that are fighting to get in because they feel like they have to be squeezed into this property, right? Where now they're expecting an offer or already received an offer on the property and are in negotiations in that 2-week period. That's what's really interesting, especially right now in the middle of one of the quieter months of the year, in typical seasonality standards, right? So thank you so much, Ralph. How we hear about that? Awesome. I love that we've been kind of talking back and forth, and he always tells me as he goes through some of this. So I will know if you are interested in signing up for the certification program. I'm going to note off the bat, my friends, there is a $199 setup fee, and it is $72 a month to license the program, right? You get access to their marketing materials, their scripts, their training. They train live 3 times a week, and all of the training that's incorporated into that. If you want to opt into the actual national advertising fund, that is a little bit different. There's going to be 2 options to participate in the national ad fund. You can do it yourself, in which case it's going to be a $1,500 monthly contribution. It's month to month, so it's up to you on what month you participate or don't participate. That's meant to generate between 4 to 6 leads coming from ABC, NBC, or CBS, right, that are generated online, and there is a $25 referral fee. We
25%.
are 25%, 20, I said $25, not $25, not $25. April Fools!
Not to us.
April Fools! I have not had enough coffee today, my friend. Right, with a 25% referral fee, 272 sold. So that's the program of the national ad campaign. Now I'm going to note, when you have national ads going out and you're also sending a postcard to your database, and your clients in your database are seeing 72 sold on TV, and they have your postcard or your email that is sitting in their inbox, that's borrowed credibility that you get from that national ad campaign. Is the first piece on it, right? The second thing is we will be offering for those that become certified through the program. We believe in the program, so we opted in to the national ad spend. There will be a different compensation model on it because we have to make it make sense, right? But we're willing to invest in making this work because we believe in it. We're seeing what it's doing already. And there's going to be limitations on it's exclusive to Keller Williams. And yet it's also limited on how many people can participate. And we refuse to not be one of them. Right. And so there is going to be some opportunity there that we will be talking about if that's of interest to you as well. So questions that come up, let us know. But this launches pretty fast. So it should be pretty cool. With that, I also, we mentioned mortgage hacks, right? We mentioned the mortgage hacks class. We are big on playbooks. I don't know if anybody has realized that, but we're really big on, hey, why not create a system that you can actually follow in your business? I've got a chance to spend some time with this mortgage hacks playbook. I've talked about it with our lenders. We've been going over how we're going to talk about this class that we're doing next week. When I say that this playbook is designed to be a tool and an asset for you and your business, the metaphor that I used was this, is when we're little kids, I don't know if you guys had this, but my dad had a toolbox, right? And as a little kid, he would have that toolbox, and if he needed to go do something, he would say, oh, bring me this, bring me that from the toolbox. Now, as a little kid, I had no idea what the difference between a hammer and a wrench, right? Or what a level was, or what I would use them for. And as you get older, you start learning what the different tools in the toolbox are. And when you need to hang a picture, you grab the hammer and the level, right? And when you need to go and fix something with the plumbing, maybe you're grabbing a wrench, or you need to screw something into the wall, you're grabbing your Phillips head. You're grabbing the right tool from the toolbox. Now, what I know to be true is this. In the market that we've been in, there's a lot of tools in that toolbox that you haven't had to use in a really long time. Or maybe you don't know what they are. And when it comes to a market where the interest rates are going up because of what we're experiencing with inflation, sometimes we need a different tool from the toolbox. Our goal is to show you what those are and to give you new ones to put in there, right? Things like temporary or permanent buy downs, right? For your mortgage rates. Things like ARMs, the adjustable rate mortgages. Things like seller financing. Things like changing up the frequency that your borrowers are paying their mortgage so that they can pay it off sooner, right? Different tips and techniques that people don't generally talk about. And case studies around what that looks like and how it actually impacts your client, whether that be in their monthly payment or in the interest that they pay over the life of their loan. So that you can utilize that to educate your clients in conversation when they're so scared about affordability right now, when they're nervous about whether right now is a good time to buy, because what they're looking at is the sensational news that's out there that is meant to what? Get more eyeballs. So it's meant to create shock and awe, right? This is about giving them education. So we're going to be going over the tips and techniques in the class on Tuesday at 3 p.m. So don't go on vacation just yet. Right. And we'll be sharing that playbook with you for your business. All right. I also want to note, some of you may or may not have seen all of our different communities within KW. This is just a reminder because I know there's a lot of them. If there is an area that is of interest to you, come talk to us. There's a lot of different communities that exist. Every single community within KW has its own tools, resources, training, and specialty that's in it. I was just talking to one of our agents. The new homes division was something that he needed access to for a referral that he had for a new development project. And so we got him connected specifically with somebody in the new homes network. Sometimes this is a resource for you, not just for your own business, but for referring out clients that maybe you're not ready to handle. In his case, it's a developer. It's actually a really good referral lead, a developer that is developing 300 units in Texas that this agent has a relationship with. And so we were able to get him connected with somebody in the new homes division in Texas so that he can get a referral on that. I don't know about you guys, that's a pretty great referral to get. right? And having a lead like that, making sure to connect them with the right person at the other end that's going to be able to close that deal, it's going to be a pretty crucial tool, right? So just know that there's a lot of different networks that are available within KW for you. KW Talent is a new network. If you're interested in leadership within KW, if you look at the opportunity map, this network is going to be created for that. So you'll see more coming out. It's our newest KW community. Real agent perks, health insurance, right? Health insurance and benefits. If you, some of you may have seen that originally the enrollment period was December 15th. This has been extended to January 15, 2023. If you would like to check out some of the resources that are in here, you can get a quote for your own benefits. They offer everything from medical, dental, vision, the goal, and what this resource is here for. Hey, if you don't need it, no worries. If you have it, great. But if you don't and you need another resource, KW is negotiating to the tune of 190,000 agents and their families nationwide, which means there's discounts, right? That's the bulk incentive. And so there's a lot of discounts that are available. We know that sometimes you need these things for yourself, your livelihood. Just know that Real Agent Perks will be open until January 15th for enrollment. Sorry guys, we're gonna skip that. I'm gonna note for Shift Vault, in addition to a lot of the trainings that we're gonna be doing around this kind of change in the market, including our mortgage tax class, KW also has something called the Shift Vault in KW Connect that is available to you. This is all education specific to the market that we are in. There is a reason that during the last downturn, Keller Williams doubled in size and tripled in production, while 40% of the agents left the industry, right? We have a lot of training specific to shifted market. Everything from their script books in there about overcoming buyer reluctance, right? There's things on price adjustments, all of these things that happen in a market. Just know that these resources are available to you. And there's a Shift video vault also available on our KW YouTube account as well. And then School is Cool. I know I talk about these a lot on Monday. So if you're not on the Thursday training, I usually go over a lot of that content on Monday as well. But the School is Cool training, what they do is they will interview a top agent and then they give you a one-sheet playbook of that agent's business model. This is a really good segment that happens on Thursdays and will be recontinuing next year. So there won't be one next week. Don't go on trying to log in next week, right? But once we get started with the new year, it's going to be back on. The last one of the big things I want to talk about with you guys today is the 201 Club. 201. Some have heard me share this before. I'm going to know. One of the things that we have the privilege of doing, because we've had Command now for quite a few years and have developed this technology, is KW actually started doing the research and looking at the data. And what they found, and they graphed out, was the relationship between how many contacts people had in their Command account on follow-up and drip campaigns. So this is not just I put 1 million contacts in my account and magic happens, right? This is I put contacts in my account and I'm engaged with those contacts and I'm following the system of those contacts. And how much GCI agents actually did. And what they found was agents that had 0 contacts in Command averaged 14,000 in GCI, 14,183 in gross commission income. Agents that had between 1 and 10 contacts in Command averaged 23,674 in GCI. Agents that had between 11 and 20, right? This is they're only putting it in when they close a deal, right? Average $38,600. Agents that had between 21 and 50 average $57,824. That 51 to 100 contacts in Command took them to 77,884. Those that then had 101 to 200 contacts average 84,789. And that magic sweet spot was 201 plus. Where the average GCI started, and I say started because it goes up from there, right? There's a reason that we have teams that are closing over 5 million in GCI that they had to add new award categories that I talked about earlier, right? But it started that those that had 201 plus contacts in command on these follow-up campaigns that are using the smart plans, that are using the tools, started at $119,510. So I'm gonna know, when we talk about the 201 club, the goal is not that we want you to just have 201 contacts in command. The goal is that we want you to have the income to support the life that you want to have. Fair? Awesome. So you're gonna hear us talk a lot about this. You're fine. This is not just, hey, let's get the contacts in command. This is also, what are the activities? What is the system? What is the tools that now once I have them in there is available to you? So there's going to be a couple resources that are already out and a couple classes that are geared for you. One, there's a YouTube video account that is specific to the tools that you have available in command. That's the KW command channel. Simple, right? That's available for you there. The second part, I'm gonna, there's.
My name is Stacy Sauls, and I'm with Keller Williams Realty in Charlotte, North Carolina. We have a team of 16 agents, and we use Command to drive our success.
We have 129 buyers in our Cultivate.
Command has increased our unit count because we get more leads daily through the system.
Command has completely changed the way we run our business. Before, everything was in spreadsheets. We didn't really have a systematic way to reach our contacts. And now we literally are carrying around all of our contacts on our phones, and we don't have to question what we need to do for lead gen every day.
So not only are we getting more leads, we are getting better conversion because of the accountability that the program allows.
I love the monthly neighborhood update. Yes, those are awesome.
I just send the leads to the director of sales. She inputs, tags the appropriate agent, and then she has an accounting form that she can pull each week when she meets with the agents to show what leads came in, who they were distributed to, if the agents are contacting them, what the conversion ratio is. It's really easy.
When the Command app came out, that was huge for our team. My name is Jessica Rattery. I'm the Director of Growth for the Patty Turner Group in Rockwall, Texas. We use Command to run a team of 25 agents to create 119 million in volume last year.
Your database tells stories a year.
Agents are busy. They are all over the place.
We prefer our agents to be on the run, so the app allows them to really not miss a beat. They can log in, see what they need to do, and as they're on the go, the smart plan kicks in. The smart plan is telling them when they need to follow up, if it's a call, if it's a text, if it's an email.
They open the app, they see exactly whose birthday it is in their database, and they can, with a couple clicks, wish them happy birthday directly from their phone, and it logs that directly into their Command as well, so that they know, oh, I did reach out to that person.
From there, we can really watch the pipeline and how many leads are in the pipeline, how many actives are in the pipeline, how many do we have under contract. We can watch the analytics of how agents are following up with all their leads and have real-time coaching conversations with them and really see the health of the organization.
Okay, I'll add it.
Coming into Command, we were probably running 10 to 12 different systems. Just from a budget standpoint, we could get rid of most of those systems, and I figured on an annual basis we could save anywhere from $50,000 to $60,000. And then by taking the savings that we've had out of Command and reinvesting that back in our business, creating more leads, we're able to continue to expand our footprint in the market.
We're in a shifting market right now, and you need to look at every expense you have. We have no cost because we run everything right through Command. My name is Nick Pelletier with Pelletier Properties in Leominster, Massachusetts, and we use Command in every aspect of our business.
So this is based off of those percentages that we put in. So when I first started my team, we tried multiple different CRMs, and it was challenging to customize it to fit how we run real estate in Massachusetts.
The great part about Command is Command works for us without us having to make it work. It's naturally built around how businesses run in our local area.
I love designs. It's really simple. It's really cool when your design software is directly connected into your MLS system, so you can literally just pull the data right into designs. And then we use Facebook ads and Instagram ads all the time. It's all integrated. So I don't have to think much when I want to create a Facebook ad. I can jump on, have it running in a matter of minutes, that if I was to go into Facebook, download the photos, pull the information in, it just saves us a lot of time. Knowing everything's there in Command and knowing that at a moment's notice, I can jump in, see where a transaction's at. I don't have to worry as much. We actually just expanded. So when I log in, I can alternate back and forth between our spoke and our hub. So it creates consistency on how we run our business, but also having that separation of the two different businesses in Command really is exciting as we start to grow.
By using Command, we have a great tool that allows us growth. We can actually expand.
As our business has grown, Command has grown right along with us.
Someone can run their entire company, small business or big business, on Command.
I really like this video because it gives the example of some of the top teams that are utilizing Command and doing 3 million GCI, right? 1 million GCI, 300 units. And the thing is that whether your business is, hey, 18 units, whether your business is 70 units, whether it's 200 units, whatever that may be, they're utilizing the same system, right? There's a lot of tools that are in there and available for you, and there's no additional expense there. What I'm going to notice, there's some really cool trainings that are going to be available on an ongoing basis for you guys, specific to Command, that are free, in addition to what we offer here in the office. Some of those, as an example, KW tech trainings. There's going to be social media posting. I don't know if you guys saw the ability to now post on Instagram in Command, right? There's some cool new resources that are available there. I don't know about you guys, when I got started in the business, I was using a whole separate, forgot what it was called, but I used a whole separate thing to post on social media that cost me like $34 a month. And then I was using a design software, and then I was paying my own website. I was doing all these other things in running a system because they didn't exist in one tool, right? There's a lot of resource here. The other thing I'm going to note, and I just had an agent that asked me about this, is they said, oh my gosh, I've been using this MLS Touch app to send listings to my clients, and my clients are asking me about Bakersfield and Antelope Valley and areas that, guess what, your MLS Touch doesn't share that information because they don't reciprocal data share. And yet your Command app and your website and your alerts that you can set up do. You can set up wherever it is that you need to in the app. We just had an agent that closed out a deal in San Diego. We had another agent that closed out in Bakersfield, right? They're using Command to do that. So know that there's resources that are available for you there. You can do direct mail through it as well. There's also a couple trainings that you're going to see on our calendar. One of those is going to be adding 6 digits to your pipeline in 90 days. That is geared for the systems and models from Command. And I will know, I know some of you are at our trainings on Fridays. We workshop how to have a common language around Command as well. And there's a playbook for that too. So please show up to those as well. There's also a ton of designs in here for you for all the holidays. So if you haven't utilized that, make sure to utilize it. And then diversity, equity, and inclusion. The December 14th class did pass, but the color of real estate will be on December 20th. If you go to kwlearningcenter.com, if you are interested in the certification, unconscious bias in real estate does repeat. These are introductory classes to start the certification process for the diversity certification agent of distinction within KW, if that is an area of interest to you. Family reunion. There's going to be one other event I actually want to promote before family reunion for those that are interested in potentially attending. There's going to be an event on January 13th that is geared. It's a tech roadshow that they're going to be doing to share about Command. So if and how top teams are utilizing it, it's going to be a workshop. If there's interest in attending, you're going to hear us make an announcement about that. So keep an eye out. And then of course, family reunion. If you haven't got your ticket already, I highly encourage you to get your ticket. This is a really unique opportunity in which you don't have to get a flight unless you want to Anaheim, right? You don't have to get a hotel unless you want to in Anaheim, right? Because it's literally right around the corner, right? It's local, and it's the 40th anniversary of KW. There are hundreds of breakout sessions that are built. What I really like about family reunion is you really get to customize your experience. Full transparency, transparency. I like data. I think you all know that. My favorite event of the entire family reunion is always the market update. I love me my market updates, right? And yet you really get to customize your experience at family reunion because you get to choose the breakouts that are unique to what it is that you're looking to achieve in your business. Whether that's learning about how to generate online leads, whether that's taking new listings, whether it's hearing from agents that are executing 72 sold at a high level, right? All of these different tools that exist, there's going to be some really good breakouts, and every single one of them is going to be designed for the market that we're in and we're going into. The market changes. That doesn't mean your opportunity is less. That actually means your opportunity right now is greater. There will be agents that retire in this market, which means their clients are up for grabs, right? It means there's opportunity for you. Those agents that really put the foot on the gas pedal this coming year, right, in 2023, you will not only thrive in 2023, but you will set yourself up for the most phenomenal explosion in your business when all of a sudden the interest rates are going down again and everybody that you've been nurturing is ready to kind of popcorn and start coming, and all of a sudden you start getting those come list me calls. That doesn't happen overnight. It happens from starting to feed your database now, right? That's why the 201 Club is going to be so important. That's why some of the things that we're sharing are so important. That's why family reunion is so important. All right, so you're going to hear us talk a lot about that. Get your tickets. And then, of course, if you have any friends that are family that's interested in getting their real estate license, I know some of you guys have brought me your past clients. We do have a free real estate school. Now, before we kind of end today, we have an announcement that's a little bittersweet. So I want to invite up Rich so that we can share a little bit about some of the bittersweet changes.
Yeah. So we have an announcement that Fred has an opportunity that he's going to be taking at the beginning of the year. He's going to be going into a GM role for a plastics company that's local here. And we're excited for his opportunity. He let us know about that. And we're in support of whatever, he wants. And that's kind of company that we are. And so it's bittersweet from that standpoint, but we're really excited for you. He's not going to be very far away. We're going to still work together on the mortgage company side with some books and things that we're doing. Ramona is going to be here as well as an agent. And, I just wanted to say that we've had a great partnership together, a great friendship, been on a lot of these events together, like family reunion across the country. And he's been a great, again, business partner here. And I think you'd all agree, a great partner to you all as well. So I just want to, personally thank you for the opportunity to work with you. And I know we're going to see you around, and we're excited about your opportunity. And,
and I know you can't leave without me saying a few words. I know, Fred has been my partner for the better part of 4.5 years. And I am so excited for this opportunity. It's very bittersweet for me, but I know that, we had a chance to experience some things that nobody saw coming in real estate, from going into a national pandemic and pivoting overnight. And a lot of people don't know this, but Fred and I have pretty much, we start every day with a phone call to each other, right? And we kind of plan out what things are going to look like and what's going on in the office. And that was born from the pandemic and being in a pandemic environment and wanting to make sure that we could keep operations going, and it's continued from there. We share the things that we're grateful for. We share the things that, we're working on as an office and the things that are happening in the office and how we can lead together. And so I know you've been an incredible partner. You've been somebody that, let me not get emotional, especially, and I would be remiss to not also highlight, even in the midst of everything going on for me personally, you've really stepped into helping here at the office and being that support for the agents. And I don't know what 2023, looks like without you. I'm glad we'll still have you around and that you're a phone call away. But I know that, I'm so excited to congratulate you on the opportunity that you have and this kind of next chapter for you. And I'm glad that we get to keep you around too a little bit. And I just want to congratulate you so much because you've been amazing. We have cake for you.
And those of you that can make it, we're gonna go to Ola's after this and celebrate Fred. Yeah.
Can I give you guys one last thing before I say goodbye and start crying? I was listening to you talk about the 201, and those numbers started thinking in my mind. Every one of you has been through my orientation at one time or another. And the number one question I've been asking for the last almost 5 years is how many people do you have in your phone? And the number one answer is 200. So I did a little math, and the next thing I would always tell everybody was, what is so important about the 200? And they would be like, what? And I go, well, those 200 know 200. They also have 200. So the little math is, that's an opportunity for 40,000 contacts that you can reach out to just by working your 200 phone. And as an office, you had said, once we hit 200 agents, we'd be doing really well, and we're on our way. So we're at 197 right now. So it's very possible by the end of this year, we'll be at 201. So that's our goal. Also bittersweet. It's hard to say. First time I came up in front of everyone, brand new, my hands shook and they sweated. Well, they're not shaking, but they're sweating. And I was very nervous coming up here. And then I got comfortable around everybody. And now I'm back to being nervous again. But the hardest part is that I'm going to miss everyone and the labor and the effort and the love that I've always poured into everyone. And I will continue to do that even though I'll be gone. I'll still always think of you. And I'm not saying goodbye. Well, I'll say see you later because my wife's an agent here, so she's trying to build her real estate career. And we'll be around. I'll be around, involved in the office, just in a different way. So, and for Rich and Monica, oh my gosh, I came in with no leadership skills at all and didn't know how to speak the language. And Monica spoke the language very well. And sometimes I got aggravated. Like, oh, I can't do this. And she would just help me, and we'd go into our huddles and we'd talk through things. And I thank you for both of you helping me to be a leader. And you talked about toolbox earlier, so I have tools that really helped me to grow and go to the next chapter. So I will always remember the tools and the memories and the times here in this office. So I thank all of you, and we'll be around. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right, so we have cake, and then we're going to go to Ola's. Whoever can meet us there to celebrate Fred. And
it says congratulations. I didn't get candles because I thought that'd be weird. But we will be at Ola's. My friends, if anybody is now all of a sudden free for picking up your kids at work, feel free to meet us at Ola's. With that, we'll see you all later, my friends, as well. Let me turn this off and let's have some cake and head it to Ola's. And Fred, I just want to know, you have so many messages over here in the chat. Yes. I know, I did too.